Hello learners, I Shashi Prakash, I welcome you all in today's live program of NIOS. Today's topic of discussion is the sectoral aspects of Indian economy, that is the part of your syllabus at secondary level. Okay, so here we see that so many things we are talking about the Indian economy and various activities which are performed in our economy, goods and services are produced, but we don't know how and in what way the different sectors are providing goods and services for the purpose of consumption and getting maximum satisfaction. So let us have a clear-cut classification of the entire Indian economy, that which sector of the economy is producing what. This is our today topic for discussion. First of all, you have a look on this title slide. What you will find? The basic concept has already been depicted over here, that is in terms of primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. So, the first impression that comes in our mind that our Indian economy is classified in three sectors. But before going the detailed discussion about the different sector of the economy, first of all we have to see what are the various objectives for which we are going to discuss, learn about the sectoral aspect of our economy. After completion of the lesson, you will be able to classify three major sectors of Indian economy. Our economy, so many times we should not use the word Indian economy, our economy, because it will reflect that we are internalize the things that exist in Indian economy, which provide the households to earn their living. We are earning our living. From where? The first question comes in our mind. What type of activities are being performed? Now, you might have seen that some people are engaged, performing their activity in producing agricultural goods and services. Some of the people are engaged, perform activities in industries. Some of the people like me providing services from the live program to you learners. And each and every activities which are performed by the different types of people at different level just to earn their livelihood. Clear? So first we have to see that what type of activity in what sector. That is why the first objective we have taken, classify the three major sectors of Indian economy. Next to this, list out the role and importance of each of these sectors in the economy. See, list out, then we will find out what type of important role played by different people in different activities and how goods and services are being available to us to meet our needs and requirements. Next to this, relate the interrelationship among these sectors with illustrations. We will also see the different examples that the classification is performing. For producing goods and services itself, or alone, or they are having some interrelationship, which can be explained with the help of example like tomato ketchup and production of tomato. Later on, we will discuss about all this. List out various economic activities performed by different sectors. Find out the reasons for structural changes in our economy over the period of time. What it talks about, structural changes, that is directly interlinked with the classification of the different sectors of our economy. In what way? Now, structural changes. This also indicates about the concept of the structure of the entire economy. That is, primary sector, secondary sectors and tertiary sector, and their contribution in economy, what it was earlier, what is right now. So it also indicates a basis of comparative study about the different sectors of the economy. Next to this, collect picture, prepare album related to activities of different sectors. Now, I will also guide you people that collect some pictures from different sources, from your textbook, from Google. So many sources are there to collect pictures and be aware about how these activities are performed, and you put your efforts to collect information about different activities, because here we have limited time to discuss about the things. So these are the various clues, various ways through which you can improve your knowledge, widen your knowledge, get something what it was earlier traditionally, what type of innovations are being introduced over the period of time with the development and modernization of the economy. Okay? So let us move further. Have a look on this slide. What it suggests. Classification of Indian economy, sectoral classification of Indian economy, that is in 3 parts. Now recently some more classification has been made, but I mean to say that according to your syllabus and according to the level of education, you must know about the broader classification of Indian economy. There are 3 parts. First one is primary sector. Second one is tertiary sector. And third one is, secondary sector, and third one is tertiary sector. Clear? First one is primary sector, second one is secondary sector, and third one is tertiary sector. The first one is known as Prathmik Kshetra. Second one is Dvitiyak Kshetra, and third one is तृतीय क्षेत्र. तो हम अपने पूरे इकोनॉमी को कितने पार्ट में डिवाइड कर दिया? 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया. ओके, प्राइमरी सेक्टर, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर एंड टर्शियरी सेक्टर। जो फर्स्ट जो एक्टिविटी का लिस्ट होगा हमारे पास, जिसके बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे अपने आगे के चर्चा में, आगे के डिस्कशन में, उसमें हम ये देखेंगे कि प्राइमरी सेक्टर के अंदर कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म की जाती है और किस तरह से हम उसको लिस्ट आउट करते हैं कि पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटीज इज द पार्ट ऑफ प्राइमरी सेक्टर। एंड वी विल ऑल्सो सी दैट देयर कंट्रीब्यूशन इन द इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ आवर इकोनॉमी, इन व्हाट वे they are providing so many goods and services for our basic necessities, and we will see that this is the primary sector which complete the needs and requirements of the different aspect of basic necessities like food, clothes, and shelter. Other fields are providing so many goods and services, but the basic thing for basic necessities, we obtain goods and services from primary sector. Let us move further. See, what do you mean by primary sector? Let us converse about the concept. This is the, patterned way of textbook. Let us converse about, बातचीत करें थोड़ा कि प्राइमरी सेक्टर होता क्या है? How do we understand? I would like to ask some examples from your day-to-day life. Have you ever seen the farmers are working in the fields and producing crops? Those people who are living in the rural areas obviously might have seen that pictures, might have seen the people lively, that the farmers are working in the fields and harvesting crops, producing crops, grow food grains. Clear? But I mean to say that those people who are living in town areas where agriculture is not performed, they must see the situation, collect the activities which are being performed by farmers, see the goods and services which are being obtained from the forest, collect some pictures, go through all these things and see how the mines and minerals are extracted from our earth. Like this, so many activities are being performed, which directly comes from nature, जो हमें प्रकृति से मिला है। हमें एग्रीकल्चर के लिए जो वीट का प्रोडक्शन है, देयर इज नो आर्टिफिशियल वीट एट ऑल। इस अर्थ पे जीवन संभव हुआ और जब इन प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में, नेचुरल गिफ्ट के बारे में लोगों ने जाना कि these are the various items which are provided by the nature for the purpose of survival. So, the primary sector is that sector which provides goods and services directly from nature to meet our needs and requirements. जितने फूड ग्रेन्स हैं तुम्हारे, एग्रीकल्चर से जो कुछ भी प्रोड्यूस होता है, that is a natural gift. Clear? So, let us see the formal definition from examination point of view, how you will summarize the concept. Primary sectors are those sectors in which goods and services are obtained from natural resources to meet the needs and requirements of human being. Natural resources. अगर हम फॉरेस्ट की बात करें, you see, fruits, so many medicinal plants, herbs, so many things are available in our forest areas. जब कभी हम घूमने जाते हैं कहीं, क्या देखते हो? बड़े बड़े विशाल जंगल है, फॉरेस्ट एरिया है, जिसमें वेराइटीज ऑफ प्लांट्स हैं. Because these plants are also very much helpful for ecological balance of atmosphere, space. So many animals are there. बहुत से ऐसे पेट एनिमल हैं जिसको हम रोज देखते हैं, बट कुछ एनिमल्स ऐसे हैं जिसको हम पेट नहीं बना सकते. तो ये सब क्या है? नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस, जिसको हम अपने डिस्कवरी के आधार पर, इन्वेंशन के आधार पर अपने नीड्स को फुलफिल करने के लायक बना चुके हैं, बनाते जा रहे हैं. एंड स्टिल द प्रोसेस आर गोइंग ऑन with the passage of time, with the development of technological advancement of any economy. Let us see what are these: agriculture and allied activities, fishery, forestry, mining and quarrying. I have just listed out 4 activities. More to this, whatever goods and services are being obtained from the nature, that is the part of primary sector. So thing is clear to you कि जो कुछ भी हमें अपने प्रकृति से मिला है और जो कुछ भी एक्टिविटी हम परफॉर्म करते हैं, दैट इज द एक्टिविटी ऑफ प्राइमरी सेक्टर. यहां पर एक पॉइंट है, फिशरी. Fishery is also available from rivers, from ocean, and people are having it. Eat fishes. Variety of fishes are there. That all these fishes are also providing medical benefit to the common people in so many diseases. Just go through, identify, collect the informations, obtain knowledge. Let me give you the clue. Vitamin D, that is the essential vitamin for the survival of the human being. But because of the working culture, during daytime people are not having the sufficient sun rays, because the richest source of vitamin D is सूरज की रोशनी, sunlight. But sometimes people are not availing these facilities because of the strenuous working culture. In such a situation, the other source is also available from the nature. You just explore the things. Cod liver oil, that is extracted from the fish that is found in the deepest, lowest layer of the ocean. Clear? So Such type of thing you try to obtain informations to enhance your knowledge, to understand the contribution of natural resources for the development of the economy, for the development of the activities which are being performed to earn a livelihood, because our topic starts from that part of the economy. Okay? So this is the things. Like forest, go through so many pictures, find it out what type of medicinal benefits are there. You might have seen that big buildings, from where it comes. A variety of furnitures are there in different types, costly furnitures are there. That is the reshaping of the natural resources. Mining and quarrying, extraction of the radium, uranium, coalfield, iron, bauxite, and so many other metals, non-metals are available in our atmosphere, within the, what we say, that deep layers of the earth. And with the development of technology, we have been able to extract all these things. We earn our livelihood. We avail the facilities which are being provided by these natural resources. Let us move further. See the example. See this picture. Now, with that advancement of technology, technologies are being used for the production of agricultural products. People are there working over there in the field. And allied activities. That is, see, the pigs of dairy farm. And so many other examples are poultry farm, मधुमक्खियों का पालना, agriculture, so many things are there, so many activities are there, allied with agriculture. क्योंकि एग्रीकल्चर से जो समय बचता है या जो खाली टाइम होता है उसमें कई और तरह के काम होते हैं, कई सारी एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म की जाती है. एंड ऑल दीज एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म्ड बाय द पीपल contributes and help them to earn their livelihood. Forestry, that is the other example which we have already discussed. You see, forests provide raw materials to this आरा मशीन, जिसको आप चिराई मशीन के नाम से जानते हो. वहां पर ये बड़े बड़े तख्ते और पटरे और प्लाइज बनाए जाते हैं. And all these things are being used to construct furnitures in multi-story buildings. Like medicinal plants, you might be knowing about पतंजलि के बारे में, जो हर तरह के बीमारियों की दवाइयां बनाते हैं. हिमालयन ड्रग्स के बारे में आपने देखा होगा, पढ़ा होगा, सुना होगा, जो हर्बल प्रोडक्ट से बहुत सारी प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. इसी तरह से फिशरीज एंड क्वारिंग, हैव ए लुक ऑन दिस. Okay, so let us take a small break. After that, we will continue the remaining part of the discussion.
प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
संसाधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय के लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की रोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी बातें।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर। दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बाटे,
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने।
Let us start. After the break, here, the second classification is secondary sector of our Indian economy. What does it mean? What type of activities are being performed? Secondary sectors are those sectors which are producing goods and services by obtaining raw material from primary sectors. Okay? So, what we know, कैसे goods and services produce की जाती है? Do you know about the heavy industries, light industry, manufacturing units? So many activities are being performed by the machines, tools, equipments for producing goods and services. And in this sector, the raw materials are obtained from primary sectors, which I told you earlier that the example of tomato and tomato ketchup, potato and chips, which are being sold in the market by different companies, and so many other products are there which are being processed by the secondary sector So, this way goods and services are produced. Clear? So, what we see there? See the example? Industry includes heavy manufacturing, light manufacturing, food processing, oil refinery, and energy production, etc. And so many examples. You see, sometimes it is known as industrial sector. Right now, people are forgetting the second classification, secondary sector. Generally, they talk about the industrial sector, in which machines and tools are being used to produce goods and services. So, such type of activities and classification is known as secondary sector. Activities of secondary sector. You see the example? Tertiary sector. What it talks about? In other terms, it is also known as service sector. Okay. Now you are watching the program, live program of NIOS. And I am discussing about the topic, sectoral aspects of Indian economy. I am performing some activities, teaching you people, you learners, discussing about the concept of sectoral aspect of Indian economy. In which category would you like to include me? किस कैटेगरी में रखना चाहेंगे आप? Am I performing my activity based on primary sector? Performing my activity based on secondary sector? Performing my activity based on tertiary sector? What will be the best option of this program? That will be the part of tertiary sector. I am providing you, giving you services, providing you facilities to learn something. The kind of services I am providing to you learners. So this way, so many times we are using in combination goods and services. So there is a clear-cut line of demarcation. Goods are produced by primary and secondary sector, but services are provided by tertiary sector. So we keep all this category into two parts also. Activities which are performed for the production of goods and services, these are in primary sector. Primary and secondary sector. That is the one category also. And the next one is service sector, which includes various type of activities, performance performed by different professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and so many other professionals. Okay? See, trade, hotels, restaurants, transport, storage, communication, financial services such as banking, insurance, etc., real estate and business services, public administration, and so many other performance, other services. You go to hilly areas, what you find? You are just looking for your shelter, accommodation. How it could be available? It will be available because of the development of tourism industry. Very good big hotels are being established in hilly areas with a view to provide you the comfortable traveling for tourists. Clear? So these are the various activities which are being included in tertiary sector. Let us move further. Occupational distribution of working population in India in percentage in 2009-2010. You see, occupational distribution of working population. जो भी हमारे पॉपुलेशन है उसके 18 ईयर्स से 59 ईयर्स के बंदे जो हैं वो वर्कफोर्स कहे जाते हैं, काम करने वाले, एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करते हैं, अपनी लाइवलीहुड को अर्न करते हैं। तो हमारे अर्थशास्त्र व्यवस्था के अंदर वो ऑक्यूपेशनल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, कैसे है, कितने परसेंट लोग किस एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व हैं, उसका एक ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन यहां पर प्रेजेंट किया गया है। क्लियर? सो लेट अस सी द डाटा एंड देन इट विल प्रोवाइड अस अ बेसिस, कंप्लीट पिक्चर ऑफ the percentage distribution of working people in our economy. First is agriculture, 50.15% of the total working population. Mining and quarrying, 0.61, manufacturing, 13.33, electricity, water, etc., 0.33, construction, 6.10, trade, hotels, etc., 13.18, transport storage 5.06, financial business services 2.22%, other services etc. 8.97. This is what it gives you the clear-cut picture based on the data 2009-2010. This is the occupational structure, distribution of our working population. You see, which sector has contributed the maximum opportunity of activities performed by the working force? That is 50.10. You see, $50.10. What does it show? How we can interpret the things? What conclusion we can derive out of that? Having a look on this distribution, can we say that the Indian economy is agrarian economy? Indian economy is agrarian economy. What do you mean by agrarian economy? That based on agriculture, agricultural activities. Earlier it was said that so many people, ये एक तरह की कहावत थी हमारे देश के अंदर, क्या था वो? कि हमारे देश में जो एग्रीकल्चर में इन्वॉल्व नहीं है वो अपना टाइम और एनर्जी वेस्ट कर रहा है। Agricultural occupation is the best occupation. Who gives up occupation and takes up education, this is the great moderation for Indian nation. You see, the importance of agriculture in early days, because it was considered that the only source available to our common people to earn their livelihood, to meet their needs and requirements. इसका मतलब है कि जो एग्रीकल्चर में इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, जो नौकरी करने जा रहा है, वो बेकार लोग हैं, वो किसी काम के नहीं है. ऐसा नोशन था इन द अर्ली डेज ऑफ आवर इकोनॉमी. बट यू सी द ड्रास्टिक चेंजेस taken place over the period of time. Now agriculture is just becoming secondary occupation. Then कहावतें जो है वो समय के हिसाब से भी चेंज करती हैं. खैर स्टिल अभी भी हमारे कंट्री के अंदर जो वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन है वो सबसे ज्यादा एग्रीकल्चर में है. नेक्स्ट टू दिस 13.33, 13.18. What are these? Manufacturing, that is industrial sector, and trade hotels, that is 13.18. So you see, it shows that how it has provided employment opportunity also to a mass population. अगर इसका सम करोगे तो कितना आएगा सम? 15, 13, 13, near about 76%, 76.67 near about. You see, जो अदर एक्टिविटीज है उसमें वेरी लेस परसेंटेज ऑफ वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन. क्लियर? तो ये जो है स्टैटिस्टिकल डाटा, इट विल प्रोवाइड यू द बेसिस टू मेक इन्फेरेंस, इंटरप्रिटेशन, एंड इट विल प्रोवाइड a brief description about the entire economy of the working population of our country. Clear? So you can just put it on rank. First, second, third. This one is fourth. So this way we can see that this data and interpretation of the data. Clear? Just always try to recall all these things in your mind. So that, and if you go through so many magazines and newspapers and other sources, you see that you make the comparative study of your own to understand the concept. One picture is there in your mind. Now you see the recent data, and you shall be able to make interpretation that now the activities have been reduced from the agriculture sector and it is increasing towards the manufacturing sector. Hotel, tourism, industries, trade, बिजनेस की तरफ लोगों की ज्यादा रुझान हो रही है, होटल्स के सर्विसेज की तरफ ज्यादा रुझान हो रही है, एंड एग्रीकल्चर में वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन के इन्वॉल्वमेंट जो है वो रिड्यूस हो रहा है. क्लियर? सो इट विल ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड यू टू मेक ए स्टडी, कंपैरेटिव स्टडी अबाउट द concept of the sector. You can say that we have made the remarkable changes over the period of time. What it was earlier at the time of independence, what it is right now. Now, the sectoral changes have taken place. This might be coming. The new concept will come in your mind. So, our next topic is structural changes. Clear? That is why we have discussed about this data to understand working extent of working population involved, engaged, perform the activities for the development of our economy. That is why it has been possible to develop our economy up to this level. And we have been the world fifth rank economy of the world. Earlier we were not. Clear? So let us move further to discuss about the next topic. Concept of sectoral change, which we discussed in the previous slides. Okay, what do you mean by the sectoral change? Here we make the comparative study. What we were earlier, what we are right now. किस सेक्टर का हमारे इकोनॉमी में सबसे ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन हुआ करता था और कैसे with the technological advancement, by the passage of time, with the spreading of the knowledge, हम लोगों ने कैसे एग्रीकल्चर के कंट्रीब्यूशन को रिड्यूस करके अदर सेक्टर्स को जो है हम लोगों ने डेवलप किया है. ठीक, इट डज नॉट मीन दैट इट इज बीइंग अफेक्टेड. वी आर टॉकिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज. The extent of activities shifted from one sector to other sector, primary sector to secondary and secondary to tertiary. So, what it talks about, sectoral change is the trend for the percentage of workforce in agriculture decline over time and for the secondary and then tertiary sector to become increasingly important as economies develop. You see, this line. Increasingly important as economies develop. It means that the shifting of contribution of primary sector from secondary and to secondary and tertiary sector. Then I will give you data also to understand, but not in detail. At your level, it has not been elaborated. You just have a conceptual framework in your mind to, because if you are going ahead, 12th कर रहे हैं, college में जा रहे हैं, तो then you have some basis to understand that what is the advanced form of the concept, how we can interpret all these things. So here increasingly important, यानी कि shifting of the contribution of primary sector to secondary and tertiary sector. This is what we say that structural changes. This is the basic concept. Developing countries are characterized by subsistence primary production and low levels of income. You see, still we are called that, we are said, we are got the tag that developing economy. Why? Because we have sufficient deficiency, maximum dependency on primary sector and sufficient deficiency of some other sectors. Because you see the extent of people who are involved in different occupation. So, by the passage of time, it is quite obvious for us to reduce the extent of one sector and shift to the other sector. This reflects the structural changes of the Indian economy. So, this is all about, we have seen that classification of Indian economy, sectoral classification of Indian economy, different types of activities which are being performed, different types of examples by examples of primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, and we have also seen that the extent of activities performed by different sectors in our economy. So, remaining part will be discussed in the next program. All the best.